Hi, good morning to day one on Focus on You week. So day one, task one, we're going to look at something that can hold us back quite a lot. When we go through life and different experiences and things like that, we build up a certain a description of ourselves, things that we believe are true that might be limiting us in moving forward in our lives. So we're going to do a bit of limiting beliefs, and then we're going to write some really strong affirmations to take forward that we can tell ourselves and read and stick everywhere and just keep telling ourselves how amazing we are. So you'll need a notebook and a pen, so grab that. This is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, so it could take you longer. You can take as long as you want on this. It's really, really important that you dig deep and don't just take the first sort of surface answer that you kind of give all the time. So the first thing I want you to do is write down 3 or 4 things that you believe to be true but are probably holding you back. So it could be something like, I'm not very confident. It could be that I'm not very good at public speaking, something to do with your job. It could be that you don't find yourself very beautiful. I'm not very beautiful. I'm not very good looking. So things like that, 3 to 4 things, write them down. And I want you to just take time. You can pause this video, take time to really think about it. Don't just put, I'm not very good at cooking or whatever. Something that's really, really deep and embedded in you that maybe you've been led to believe, or somebody's told you in the past, or you just, because of maybe a lack of confidence, you just don't believe that's true. So it could be that I'm not very confident. So once you've finished that, we'll move on to the next bit. So pause the video now, and then when you're ready, come back. Okay, so you have your 3 to 4 statements that you believe are true of yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip that, because every time we tell ourselves something that we're not very confident, we're not very good at public speaking, we're not very beautiful, our brain is listening to that, and our subconscious brain is telling us that that's actually a truth. So we're going to flip this. Next to the statements that you've written, I want you to write the positive outcome, the opposite. So if you've written, I'm not very confident, I want you to write something like, I am super confident, I am super strong, I am enough. Just look at each statement and write the positive opposite. Okay, so again, think about the words that you use. Think of some really, really positive affirmation words, things like exceptional, fantastic, out of this world, excellent. Don't worry about if it makes you feel slightly uncomfortable, because from being uncomfortable comes growth. So big, scary equals growth. So even if you think, oh God, I'm not writing that because that's really that's a bit braggy. It's not bragging. It's telling yourself inside. You're not going to shout it out to everybody, but you're telling yourself inside that actually you are pretty confident. Think about all the things that you do on a daily basis. Think about the people you talk to. Maybe you go out networking a lot for your business. That's a really, really confident thing to do. Maybe you talk to people at the bus stop. That's pretty confident. So just write down the positive of the version of the thing that you've written down in the first place. Again, take 5 minutes to do this, if not longer. You can pause the video and then come back to the next bit. Right, so you've written your positive affirmations next to the ones that you believe to be true. We're now reflipping and teaching your brain and your subconscious to actually believe the positive version of it. So next thing I want you to do is get your pen and cross out the negative. Cross out, I'm not confident. Cross out, I'm not beautiful. Cross out, I'm not very strong. Cross them out, delete them from your brain, delete them from your notepad, delete them from your life. And now what I want you to do is take those new positive affirmations and I want you to write them everywhere. Put them on post-it notes, put them around your computer screen, put them on your fridge, put them on your phone, record them so you can listen to them in the morning. I want you to read these every single morning, and every single time you go to bed. And every time that you have a little bit of a wobble, maybe you've got to do something that pushes you slightly out of your comfort zone, remember, you are now a confident woman. You tell yourself that every single day, every single night, and every time you feel slightly unconfident or have a wobble, your brain and your subconscious will start to believe it. And before long, you'll just do things because you know that you're a confident person. So that's kind of a very, very reduced session on limiting beliefs and affirmations. But now that you've got these wonderful affirmations, and you really, really need to truly believe it, and you need to train your brain to believe that. So you have to keep telling yourself, keep reading, keep writing them down, put them on the fridge, look at them everywhere. Don't worry if your husband thinks you're crazy or your partner thinks you're crazy. You're not crazy. You're giving yourself a bit of self-love here, and you're bringing yourself up to where you need to be. So I'd love to hear what you changed your sort of limiting beliefs to, and write down some of the positive affirmations that you came up with. Pop them in the comments when you've finished. And then once you're done, you can go on and have the rest of the day knowing that you are one confident, strong, enough, wonderful, exceptional human being. And I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's task.